What's up, you guys? It's me, Patricia from the Vegan Chef's Garden. Welcome back to my growing space in Atlanta, Georgia. So in this video, you're going to get to see all the direct sow seeds. You're going to see my indoor starts, my plant starts I picked up from nurseries. You're going to see my planting plan, actual diagrams of where the plant should go. I'm also going to be sharing some graphing that I do, like I grid out the yard. So really great information. This is how I basically work with my clients as far as being a garden consultant here in Atlanta, Georgia, Zone 8. And also I'm going to share a really cool mushroom experiment. I purchased an indoor mushroom log this summer, and I was like, what would happen if I could grow that in my garden? Let's see, let's try, right? I actually have some mushroom fruit to show you. So stay tuned to the end and get your pen and paper out because I have lots of tips to share with you. This is what we've got going on. It's a lot going on here on this table. Let's start with our seeds. So I'm gonna try to make space for all of these. I have some of them already growing in the start, so I don't need everything. But definitely need spinach, lettuce. I don't need chives. I already have chives. I'm gonna move them. Beets, Swiss chard, carrots, cherry bell, watermelon radish, and French dressing radish. Easy peasy. Italian parsley. I may not plant that. I already have a lot of parsley in my garden already. And sugar snaps. And I had 3 types of carrots in here. So that's all I have for that. The carrot seeds are in the rice already. This is another garden tip. Just throw your tiny seeds in rice and plant, and you get more organic matter in your soil. Plus, the carrot seeds are kind of spread out. So when you sprinkle, you'll see when I do that, they'll easily disperse, kind of lessen that clumping that carrots tend to do. These dehydrated plants over here, I had to dry them out a little bit so I can plant them, but we've got baby choy. I hope they're going to survive. They look really stressed out. I have some callaloo. I'm really excited to plant this. Callaloo is a trap crop, but I actually eat that. Got mustard greens. We've got some chamomile sprouted beautifully here. I have nasturtium growing in the garden, but I have one more here to put in. And this is cabbage. I thought I had Brussels sprouts somewhere. No? Okay. Those mustard greens. We've got another marigold. This might be French marigolds. We're going to split this up and add it into the garden because I removed some flowers. We're going to add some more back in. We're going to add in, I've got 18 pieces of green onion. That's the noise you're hearing over there. He's putting the raised bed together. It has plastic on it. Okay, so these green onions are from the grocery store, and what I usually do is they're really super cheap. They're like $2 or $3 for $1 for these bundles. I just bring them home, cut the tops off, put that in the refrigerator, and these can go in the garden and they'll be there for a very long time. You can see I have some green onions. These have been here at least 2 years. I cut them, cut and come again. That's what that is. So you can get something like cut and come again, flowers, plants, lettuces, spinaches, things like that. That's what it means. And this, you don't need to buy seeds or plant starts. It's like literally, I got all of this for $1. So this is going to be great for pest pressure and just be able to harvest some onion. And in this tray here, I've got blue collards from the big nursery. I've got 2, so I have 16 of those. I've never grown this before, and it's supposed to, if it is what it says it is. I can show you the picture here. It's gonna get this little blue, purplish color in the stem. Okay. I have here cabbage that I started from seed. That looks great. I have one purple kohlrabi I got from my friend from his nursery. And I have some more starts over here. This is all kale and Brussels sprouts in this tray. I'm going to try to revive these things. I purposely didn't water them because, obviously I'm trying to get them out of there, get them in the ground. And we're going to plant all of these today. I have a whole Sunday with nothing to do. The temperature is great. If it gets a little hot, I'll stop and go in the house, but I'm hoping to get all these plants in the ground. Pre-printed markers right here. And then I'm taking my marker and using the blank sides of the summer, the things that I'm not growing now. So we've got like cucumber, dill, zucchini, cucumber. Now it's kohlrabi, cabbage, blue collards, right? And then I'm looking at what I have on the table for the seeds. Here's my planting. Oops, dropped the strawberries. Here's my planting plan right here. So I have 5 different sets like this. So this one, for example, has spinach, beets, garlic, cabbage, garlic, beets, spinach. It's just a guide for me, just so I have an idea what vegetables I have that kind of resemble these or fit in the category or the variety of vegetables. So then this page, I've got lettuce, carrot, kale, carrot, lettuce, right? There's also some cilantro in there, but I'm not planting cilantro. Then I have 5 of these. There's 4. I think I skipped 3. Number 4, spinach, onion, cauliflower, onion, spinach. So I'm just going to kind of stick with the guide of this. And hopefully when everything is done, it'll kind of look like this. Okay? I dropped my strawberries on the floor just now. Where'd they go? That's 1. Don't see the 3rd strawberry. See, I dropped my strawberries. Okay, now on this page, this graph page, let me show you. I have this grid that I made. It's sort of my backyard. It's only has the 5 beds, not including the brand new one. This is kind of gives me an overhead visual of my actual garden. I think I drew this in maybe June to get ready to plant it out, and I've already made a change because now there's another bed going on this side of the fence. Okay, so I have like the view, and now I just scribbled this. Here's the strawberry bed here. Here's the eggplant, carrot, garlic. That's what's in there now. And the loofah is over here as well. And then the 2 small square ones in the back, the 4x4s. So it's box 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to actually do like this, scribble like that, and write in what I'm going to put. And so instead of standing and trying to figure it out in the hot sun over there, box 5 and 6, I will list out all the plants, and I'll know exactly where to put everything. And it's going to cut down the time to like maybe 20 minutes of planting. I can probably get it done, okay? Here are some more grocery store finds. This is fava bean, and this is the dragon tongue bean. Find a better one. Dragon tongue, I think that's what that one was. So they cost what they cost, but they were fresh when I bought them. I shelled them and I kept the peas. This has got to be a month and a half old, so they dried out. So I am just going to hydrate them like this and see, maybe after 30 minutes, and see if they kind of, loosen up a bit so I can plant them outside in the garden. So I have this beautiful tray and some starts here. I've got some cabbage that I've started. We've got a purple kohlrabi plant here. We've got beautiful Swiss chard, beautiful romaine. And when you pick up these from the big box stores, you want to inspect the leaves, make sure you're not bringing home any pests. You have this beautiful red. It's so soft, like lamb's ears or something. This is a beautiful red lettuce. We've got some spinach in here. We've got cauliflower. We've got Brussels sprouts. So the thing is, my concern about putting these out, it is really hot. Like, it's not hot, we're in the shade. It's nice here. Where the beds are, all that sunlight with these temps in September, I'm concerned of putting out this particular, not so much the Brussels sprouts and the collards, I'm not worried about that. But the spinach and the 2 lettuces, I've decided to bring the lettuce indoors. Something's speaking to me and it's like, girl, don't put your lettuce out. Don't do it. Wow. The Brussels sprouts, the cauliflower, the cabbage. Let's break this. I'm gonna also put the Swiss chard out in the bed. Well, it doesn't matter because I have all of my netting, all of the hoops are in. So as soon as I plant any of these outside, they're gonna get netting. I talk about what's going on in this bed where the eggplants are right now. There are carrots in there that have, ooh, there's a bug on me. There are carrots that have been in here. Of course, I don't know what day I put them in, but they're there. I have already thinned them out. So let's say the carrots have been there for, let's say 2 to 3 weeks. I feel like that. They look great. I purposely put them in before the eggplants died off to shade the seedlings. That's working out fantastic. I also have garlic in here. Don't ask me why in the world I would plant garlic in August. I don't know what I was thinking. We plant garlic here in November. I don't know why I did that, but there's garlic in there. Maybe when it cools down, it'll start to grow. That's all that's really going on in there. That's basically it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's that? There's 12 collard greens in here, and there's like 4 in that one. So that's 16. I had one over there. Don't know if it's still there. So 16, maybe 17 blue collard greens. But what I need to do right now is go ahead and finish harvesting that oregano for the event that we're doing tomorrow. I am going to be moderating a gardening farming panel tomorrow for Veggie Taste in Atlanta, Georgia on the 20th. And I'm also a vendor. So I have little salad green pots, 6-inch pots that are meant to be indoor vegetable gardens. So they are plants from either I started them or I got them for a greenhouse. They've never been hardened off. And I'm debating, should I harden them off just in case somebody decides to put it outside when I told them not to put it outside. But little gardens to promote you on your journey to start growing your own food. So I have that. I have all that oregano that's taking over that box, and I would love to just plant food there. And I was like, oh, let's do fresh oregano bundles and sell that. So, because I'm not going to use it. Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. It is now October 8th. All of those plants have been planted in. We've got seeds in, we've got plant starts in. I even have a special little experiment that I did with my son. I actually ordered an indoor mushroom growing kit that we split in half and is planted behind me in raised bed, and it has fruited. So super excited about that. We are growing mushrooms again. It's been too hot for my mushroom log to sprout anything, which I think it's starting to sprout now because the temperatures have dropped significantly. I am so excited to show you what we've got going on in the garden. Let's go. Let's start right now. So here we are at my biggest galvanized bed. This is a 10-foot bed. So in this one, this is where the eggplants used to be. It is now October 8th. The eggplants stopped producing. Whatever was in here stopped growing, and I harvested those. So now those are the carrots that were planted underneath the eggplants. They have been thinned. They look great. There's carrots kind of scattered around in here. And then these are the romaine starts, but you can see it has a really nice canopy here with the netting. So I do spray with my DIY spray in here, which is rainwater, pepper, Castile soap. More water than any of those things. This the nasturtium growing in here. The basil's still in there. We have 2 different kinds of basil, but they're still going great. Swiss chard. You know, the thing with the bugs, once they get going, get their attention on something, because while there's other Swiss chards in here, you can clearly see once something's being attacked like this, they'll just keep attacking it. So I don't see worms. The way this is looks like snails getting in here at night. So I'm gonna order. I don't have any more Dalmatian earth, so I'm gonna get that. We've got cauliflower. These chives are from where the strawberry patch was, so I split up my chives. So this is the other end. Cauliflower looks great. Dill looks great. I do have a concern is the loofah. I thought the loofah was dying back. It's actually not dying back. The loofah is actually started to grow. Well, it never stopped growing, but it's pushing out a lot of fruit right now. So I've been removing some leaves because I need obviously these to get some sun. They do get sun once the sun moves around the house in the early afternoon, like 1 o'clock. But this had way more leaves on it. I have removed about half of the leaves, and you can see there are still a lot of leaves on this loofah. Shout out to the loofah. The loofah is absolutely beautiful, right? So these are the baby ones. I've been harvesting these so I can eat the soft ones, because once they get over a foot long, so this is like the smallest big gourd, but it's really hard. If I go like, these are about 2 feet, and like they're like, nobody's gonna eat that. So once they get, see, they start like this, and then they get to be overnight, like they can really double. So I kind of check on these every single day, because I was watching this one right here. So this one, I can harvest this today, but that's about the size that I get them. They're about, I don't know, 8 inches to a foot. They go in the house, because after they pass a foot, I can't eat them. So I'll take that one, and I'll definitely get that one. Here's another one right here. I'll get that one. We'll leave that till another day. So loofah, not to go into a long drawl about loofah, but what I like about the loofah is since I got no grace for zucchini and cucumber this season, loofah is a great way to finish up if you had trouble like me with cucumber and zucchini, because the flavor is very close. You can eat the leaves, etc., etc. So let's move along to this bed right here. The center of this 8-foot is not planted out completely because I can't cover the center, because the okra is still growing. I think the okra's definitely slowed down. It's not producing a lot. I just didn't want to like take them out because they still have fruit at the top. But below the okra, I have kale growing. This is the indoor start. So this is Lacinato and red Russian kale. These are kidney beans, I believe. I didn't label everything, but it is a bean. There's some bean sprouts. I think there's like 3 of them. Then on this, let me go around here. These have popped up, so I'm assuming it's garlic. That was already in there. They're coming back. And this is my kohlrabi right here, purple kohlrabi. And you can get a better look at what's going on under the netting. But the netting has been a huge help because it's still, while it's October, it's still warm. And so, you know, I'm in Georgia. The bugs haven't left. Not completely, but there's still a few bugs around. This is mustard greens here. So these are indoor starts. These are indoor starts under there. This is variegated sage. And then I picked up some winter, I picked up some winter pansies. So I picked up from a big greenhouse nursery, growers outlet actually, and got some more marigolds and pansies. Pansies overwinter here with flowers and everything. And then have more Swiss chard. So what I do with like Swiss chard, certain things, if I have extra, just go ahead and like spread them out and kind of see, you know, different growing patterns in different spaces. So here I'm looking closely at, you know, obviously there's some holes in them, but this Swiss chard looks beautiful, but the red one always catches the attention of the bugs. Then I also see Swiss chard sprouting from seed. So that's why I do that. You never know what's going to happen with your plants. So just go ahead and keep seeding so you always have something to harvest. Beautiful bed is also 8 feet long, and this one is completely covered. And this is the cauliflower bed. So I have different things growing underneath the cauliflower, but let's get into everything that's here. So we do have about 14 blue collards. They've been planted. This might be the only bed that resembles the planting grid that I shared earlier. All the collards are in the center. There are some things that are coming back up, like maybe onions and stuff like that, but that's what that is. And then this is sage here. Oh, how did that get in there? There's a wasp in there. This is jalapeno pepper. Next to the sage is banana pepper. And that beautiful one over there with the yellow right there, that is a Peruvian lemon pepper plant, and I absolutely love it. And so, you know, you don't have to kill off your pepper plants. I plan on digging them up. I think the banana and the jalapeno are actually finished, but that lemon one down there, it's still fruiting. Well, it has a few, but I'm gonna dig them all up, the root ball I'm talking about, and I'm going to break them down, trim them down to a single stem, and keep the root ball in the house as an indoor plant. Okay, so that's one way to preserve instead of starting completely from the beginning. Let me show you my little surprise. A beautiful oyster mushrooms. I probably need to cut these off today. I think I am. I don't trust these like little whatnots in here. They're starting to flip up. So yesterday they were small. I'm gonna actually remove this. I don't trust these bugs. My smallest knife I have out here. I'm gonna be dramatic, but just gonna raise it up like this and kind of find the bottom and just slice it. Slicing the Thanksgiving turkey. Wonderful, I got it. This is so wonderful. We got mushrooms. So as I pull that one out, I said, let me check the other half, and look. So I just, this is gonna take probably like 2 or 3 days for me to harvest this. So I'm just gonna, isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna cover it back up because like I said, it's still warm. I also have radishes over here. I have snapdragons that have been here since April. They're coming back. They're can overwinter a little bit here as well. We have radishes growing. I've thinned them out. We have some yellow situations going on. I'm gonna come back and maybe look into that. Have a few carrots sprouting sporadically around the beds. Peppers, more radishes. We have I guess I have to remove this. We've got snap peas here that are confined. I need to move the netting. We got snap peas. I'll come back and deal with that. Chives, basil, collard greens, and an old oregano and cabbage. That's what that is. Then I have an arch here that's supposed to catch the peas. Over here, I had dragon's tongue, but the dragon tongue peas, they did sprout, but I don't know what happened. This is a very problematic bed for me. I'm not sure what's going on in this soil, but I need to look into it. Basically, I had spinach. I had 6 to 8 spinach that were really nice size. They disappeared, and I had starts that grew here, seeds. Every time I put spinach over here, it disappears. So I think the little crustaceans that are in here is not worms. It's not, it could be snails, but everything I put in here, except for the oregano, of course, and the parsley, the snapdragons go untouched. Chives, fabulous. But my collard greens, they did have worms, but I removed them. But there's something else in here. I put cinnamon in here, and at this point, I'm not planting anything else in here until I'm going to get the Damascus earth, and I think that is what this bed needs. I'm not spraying any neem oil. You can't put neem oil in everything. That's not a solve-all situation. We have a red lettuce over here growing. We have lemon balm back there still. We have beautiful sage growing right there. This is all Brussels sprouts. This is a Brussels sprouts patch with a collard green back there. See what I'm saying? This was a pansy. So I know like pansies are a bit of a trap flower as well, which is why I put them in. So there was a pansy in the corner that is absolutely gone, and now we have Brussels sprouts. So to come back in here and take a closer look at everything and kind of start pruning and making sure there is no pest pressure. But the lettuce looks amazing, so that's great. And yeah, I think we've looked at all of my beds. I have this beautiful grass that I've been bringing in the house. This is actually I made a bouquet out of this grass. So pretty. Look at that. I have a bouquet of that grass in my one of my bathrooms. And I still have some cosmos left here, as well as this beautiful hay colored grass that's flowering. So this is just, it's seeding and then it's gonna die off. I have thyme here, rosemary, herbs spread out throughout the garden, and that's basically it. That is the end of my video, my fall garden for 2025. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, come back. I have a few more shorts to share with the garden, and throughout the rest of the season into the winter, I'll be showing you the life cycle and the harvesting and everything like that, and any issues that might come up with the garden this fall. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.